This is a major victory for the truth. One of the biggest scandals of the Biden administration has been blown wide open, and there's damning evidence that it was political all along. This is a huge scandal, and we'll unpack it shortly. But please be sure to like, share, and comment on Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, newly uncovered emails show that the Biden Department of Justice knowingly targeted concerned parents as potential domestic terrorists, even after their own attorneys warned them there was no legal justification. For years, Attorney General Merrick Garland and the Biden DOJ insisted that the October 2021 memo directing the FBI to monitor school board meetings was no big deal, just standing policy to protect officials. But now we know the truth. That memo was fast-tracked, politically motivated, and based on a single letter from the National School Boards Association, a letter that outrageously accused parents of terrorism for speaking out about the school's curriculum. Within hours of that letter hitting the White House, DOJ staffers were scrambling behind the scenes. One email from the Attorney General's office noted the challenge was, quote, finding a federal hook, unquote, but added that, continuing, quote, the White House has been in touch, quote, and wanted to know how DOJ could help. Another DOJ official, Sparkle Suknanen, now a sitting federal judge, emailed civil rights attorneys asking them to dig through the law over the weekend and find anything they could use to justify federal action. One attorney's response said it all. Quote, we are ramping up an awful lot of federal manpower for what is currently a non-federal conduct, unquote. In plain English, they all knew this wasn't legal. It was political. Career attorneys said it violated the First Amendment. There was no criminal statute that applied. Parents had every right to speak their minds at school board meetings, but that didn't stop Garland from issuing the memo anyway. Even more disturbing, DOJ leadership edited the draft to remove any mention of election integrity, worrying it would look partisan. But they left in the core directive: investigate and monitor American parents. In many of the internal communications, they happened over Signal, the encrypted app. That's what you use when you don't want anyone to see what you're really doing. America First Legal, who obtained the emails, said this memo blindsided multiple DOJ departments and bypassed the normal clearance process altogether. The bottom line, the Biden DOJ mobilized the full weight of federal law enforcement to suppress dissent, not protect school officials. They tried to criminalize free speech, intimidate parents into silence, and they did it with the full knowledge that it had no basis in law. This is authoritarianism, plain and simple. If Attorney General Pam Bondi is serious about restoring trust in our institutions, she should start by holding such officials accountable, starting with those who knowingly broke the law to target the very citizens they are sworn to protect. This has been Kyle Becker with Explain America. Please like, comment, and share with your feedback. It helps to keep Americans informed about what's really going on in this country.